Hi, welcome back to Waxing On. It's Monday, and of course that means jazz. And today we're going to look at one of my favorite bands from Toronto. Yep, the Great Shuffle Demons. Shuffle Demons are starting their 40th year as a band, 40th anniversary. And I just want to get out front because of what you guys did for me, Rich Stitch, from the Night Train Big Band. We want to wish you all the best on your 40th anniversary and hope you keep making music for many more years to come. Excellent band, great bunch of guys. Happy to do this show because I want to let people know about what you're up to for your 40th. Okay, guys, we've talked about the Shuffle Demons a few times before. You know they're one of my favorites. A great band, drummer, bass, and a front line of 3 saxes. That's it, no more. And what they do is just amazing. They've got a sound all their own. They've got a style that 40 years later is still entertaining people. It's still fresh. It's still new. I remember once I saw them at a jazz festival. After seeing the Shuffle Demons, I went to see another band. And this other band was still a very skillful band. But they just sounded stale. They sounded old-fashioned. They weren't doing anything. I mean, it was hard to keep my interest. I finally gave up and left. After hearing the Shuffle Demons, nothing else matched it. They really just spoiled me. I mean, the way they played, the music, what I call the Shuffle Demons harmonies, those things are just magical. And I can remember sitting in the crowd for an outdoor event with them. And we've got seniors. At that time I was middle-aged, so it's a while ago. And I had my kids with me. Everybody, from young children to the seniors, everybody could relate to this and enjoy their day. It's really a great chance. If you get out to see them live, something special. Don't miss out on that. So speaking about that part, they're starting their 40th anniversary tour. Just to let you know, again, I don't have any dates in North America at this point. I know they've done a few concerts in the southern Ontario. We're looking at coming up April 27th. They're starting in Ghana. They were going to Cameroon, France for a couple of gigs, and Spain for a couple of gigs, wrapping up on the 10th of May. Now, let's hope there's lots more live work in the works so that we get to see them. North America, I'd love to see them down my end of the country, I'll tell you that for sure. But I'm sure as we get into the summer, the more festivals that are popping up, the more opportunities to play, we'll get another chance to hear them. Call coming in, probably about the band right now. I don't doubt we get a lot of call in, people excited about this group. Anyways, since they're starting in Europe, I wanted to go back and revisit one of their earlier albums. And again, one of my favorites here, I'll go over this way, Shuffle Demons, Alive in Europe. Recordings from 1990, 1992 from 6 of the tours they made through Europe, and a lot of classic hits. Now I have mine on CD, and the CD version, got a little insert with it. Just show you what I have here while we're going. A little bit there, giving you some idea about the band. We got some details. We've got our set list, who wrote the songs. We'll run this. This is actually a 2 CD set. And that time there was a chance you could pick up a lot of merchandise on here. Now this was back before the days of the internet. Now you can pick up merchandise, you can pick up hard copies, you can get digital downloads on a website called Bandcamp, BANDCAMP.com. And it's great. I mean, you go to the concert, you can pick up your merchandise online, they'll ship it right to you. And the beauty of this is the downloads and the albums are not very expensive, but more money goes to the artist. And that's what I really love about Bandcamp. And again, this is a way to really support them. If you go to an event, consider picking up the hard copies of the discs. The artists are making more money on that. The more they can sell at the event or the hard copies they sell, it's more money in their pocket. Streaming, yeah, it's convenient for listeners. The guys aren't making a lot of money on that. You're not supporting the artist with streaming as much as if you do the downloads or if you do hard copies. So keep that in mind. Anyways, this one, let you know who's playing on this. And again, this is just to get you in the mood for their live concert, because different than listening to them in a recording studio, although some of those are recorded live as well. So on here with the boys, we got playing on this gig, let me find here, Rich Underhill, of course, leader, and Aldo Barry sax, vocals. We've got Dave Parker, tenor sax and vocals. Perry White, tenor, Barry and sax and vocals. Demon George Kohler on acoustic bass, and George was great. I remember seeing him a lot of times with the band. Just an excellent bass player. And one of the other original members here, Demon Stitch Winston, on drums, percussion, vocals, and dance. Now, Stitch and Rich, they've been with the band since the beginning, so these are the two mainstays. Some of the other members have changed off and on. Sometimes the front line changes a bit, but great music. A lot of original tunes, a lot of fun tunes, a few vocals, a few strictly instrumentals. On this one, they're covering some great tunes also by other artists. We've got Bemsha Swing by Thelonious Monk on here. We've got The Girl from Ipanema, Antonio Carlos Jobim. We also have, let me see, what was the one I was looking at here a minute ago? Oh, Hey Jude by the Beatles. Nice tune there. I heard them do a version of Come Together one time, kind of an impromptu thing, and I'll tell you, this band can put it together just at the last minute and still nail those harmonies just perfect. We've also got Wednesday Night Prayer Meeting, Charles Mingus. Yeah, they can do the classics. They can do some of these great artists, but they also write some great material on their own. And again, it's a fun band. Going out on tour, you people over in Europe, you got a shot to get a look at them before the rest of us. If you want a little taste of what it's all about, although this is like almost 30-some years old at this point, but the Boys of Maple Syrup alive in Europe, right? One of Toronto's great bands, a great bunch of musicians. You know, I've talked to them a few times. Anything I've asked them, they've come through for. They're just a great group of guys. Go out, support the band. If you get a chance to hear them, you won't regret it. Now, music, yeah, Bandcamp is the place I'd look for most of mine. They are on some of the streaming networks. If your Bandcamp isn't available to you, YouTube has videos. They've got their own website, shuffledemons.com, where you can check tour dates, you can check on music, you can check on videos. The videos, they only have a few of them up. If you go on YouTube, you can find quite a few out there. They kind of give you a good idea what live concerts are going to be like. But there's nothing like seeing them live. I remember there was a quote once that said, in order to be successful or great, you have to be very good at what you do and be the only person that does what you do. And that's this band. They're great at what they do, and nobody else is playing the music the kind that they play and the way they play it. It's an exciting time. If you get a chance to see them, go out and take part. That's it for today. Warming you up for the summer tour. Shuffle Demons, alive in Europe. That's it for Monday. See you on Wednesday. We'll be back with another classic rock album. Until then, everybody, take care. Stay safe. Thanks for stopping by.